This is the unassisted pronation drill. To set up for this activity, you're gonna have your feet staggered apart and something to hold on to if you need that rack support. The stagger is going to be about 1 foot length between his rear toe and his heel. To start out, we want Connor's shin to be plantar flexed, where he has this greater angle between his foot and his tibia. That's gonna allow him to move from a place of external rotation into a place of internal rotation as he goes through this pronation drill. What we wanna focus on feeling starting out is the outside edge of that heel, his knuckle of the big toe, and knuckle of the pinky toe. We don't want his toes to be changing color like he's gripping the ground or he has a lot of weight in that forefoot to start out. We want to really be back on that heel. So to initiate this, what Connor's going to do is he's going to turn his hip of the leg that is forward with him. And what that's going to do is it's going to drive the knee forward. It's going to move his weight from the outside edge of this foot towards the inside edge of that heel or his calcaneus and onto the inside ball of that forefoot. And we still want to make sure you can sense his heel throughout this motion. The goal isn't to lose that heel reference or have that heel pop off the ground if this is my heel right here. We want to see pronation of the foot coming down the chain from initiating with that hip. The most common mistake on this drill is people are going to want to press their toes into the ground. Not that knuckle of the big toe, but the toes themselves. So something I might do is when Connor's in this starting position, I might cue him to lift all his toes off the ground, feel those knuckles of the toes with weight, and then gently put his toes back down to feel what it's like to have them unweighted for reference. The other most common mistake is people aren't going to start with this plantar flex shin and with their weight more on the outside edge of that heel, which is more symbolic of what we're going to see in something like heel strike. So that way they're gonna start with this shin that is more forward. If you go forward for me, Connor, they're gonna start already in dorsiflexion with that more negative shin angle, and it's gonna give them less space to be able to move through for this motion. And I would say the last most common mistake is they're going to lean their whole torso forward. And what that's going to do is it's going to shift most of his weight onto that midfoot, forefoot, which isn't what we want. We want that to happen as a result of him turning his hips when he's going through this motion fluidly. If someone's having trouble being able to feel that transition of their weight from their rear foot, midfoot, onto their midfoot, forefoot, and that inside edge of their heel, what we can use is a sock that is rolled up to the thickness of a couple fingers underneath their medial arch. So that's going to be underneath and behind the knuckle of the big toe and right in front of that inside edge of the heel. And what this is going to let Connor do is as he goes down into this pronation drill, it's going to let him feel his weight shift from that outside edge of his heel or his calcaneus onto the inside edge as he compresses that sock into the ground. And then as he goes back out of this motion, he should feel that sock decompress, kind of rise up, and his arch move away from it.